Hello. Today I wanted to talk about why these products are something super special. I've never come across a brand that every single product is so well formulated and everything is cruelty free, everything is vegan, plant based. I've never come across a brand that works this well with doing all those things. So I wanted to kind of share some of the science behind these products and why they're so incredible and what makes them work so well and why everyone's so obsessed with them and why everyone has these very similar results of this shiny, amazing, incredible hair. So I'm going to talk about a few different things. So the way to get your hair to be super nice and healthy is to target 3 different areas. So your scalp health, your actual hair, and then your end health. So let's start with scalp health. So the scalp is super interesting, but the first thing that we do is when you are trying to buy products, we do a customized hair consultation. So we ask you a bunch of different questions, and some of the questions are about your scalp. So, a lot of people can have dry, sensitive scalps, some can have oily, somewhere in between. Some people have dandruff, some people don't. But one thing that will really help for anyone is our Rejuvenique oil. So that oil, I've talked about it a lot. It's basically liquid gold. I use it as a facial moisturizer as well. Gives me a super dewy glow. But on the scalp, if you use it for like an overnight treatment or something like that, it is incredible at mimicking the scalp's natural hair oils. So if your scalp is super dry, it's going to help to soothe any irritation, help to remove any of that buildup, like any dandruff or anything like that. And then if your scalp is on the other side of the spectrum, like super oily, it's going to help to balance that pH in the scalp. So when your scalp is oily, it's usually because you're stripping the scalp of its natural oils, so it's causing more to be produced. But if you are balancing out that pH, then the oil will start to go down. So that is the first way to kind of help jumpstart your healthy hair journey. But that oil is absolutely incredible. Everyone needs it. Next, we're going to talk about our hair health. So something that's super unique about Modern Nature is that we use no sulfates or silicones. So sulfates and silicones are usually very present in drugstore shampoos, even some salon grade shampoos and conditioners. So it's very unique that this brand is doing it without these 2 things. So sulfates, what they do, they cause that like foaming action. So when you have used a shampoo and you start like rubbing it between your hands and you're like getting into your scalp and it's so sudsy and you're like, oh my gosh, my hair is getting so clean. It's not. It's getting super dried out from those sulfates. Your scalp is getting angry at you because you're causing it to remove all the natural oils. And it's just getting mad. So that's why when you wash with our shampoo, the first wash is not going to be sudsy at all. It feels really weird at first. At first I was like, what is going on? This is weird. But you won't get that suds action, but trust me, it is working. It's working to remove any of the buildup, any of the like post product that you've been using, any dandruff, anything, any buildup that's on the scalp is going to get washed away with that first wash. The second wash is meant to be for the products to actually go in and do their magic. So like, I'll use my routine as an example. So for my first wash, I use the black shampoo. I have a really itchy scalp. I don't get dandruff anymore because of these products, but I still have a pretty itchy scalp especially since I only wash once a week. So I use that to really help calm that down, and also is really great for thickening and hair growth. So I like to use that as my first wash, and that does not suds at all. Then the second wash, I use Super Nourish, which is an oil-based shampoo, but it's really hydrating, nourishing, especially for my curls. And that suds so much, even with the like literal this size amount that I use. It suds my whole head. So that just goes to show how the first and second wash work. But then silicones are another interesting thing. I didn't really know what silicones were until after I started using these products because I like did some research on them. But silicones basically are a form of plastic. So the plastic pollution problem is more than just your plastic cups. It's literally in everything. So what silicones do is they coat the hair strand with like a coat of plastic. So it gives off this appearance that your hair is like super shiny and super healthy, and in reality your hair is just getting coated with this plastic, and then your other products that you use afterwards aren't going to be able to do their job. So like your conditioner isn't going to be penetrating into the hair strand, your thermal protectant, anything like that. Like even imagine like straightening your hair with a coat of plastic on it. Like it's basically just frying it. So without using a silicone, your products are able to penetrate into the hair strand and really work their magic, do what they're supposed to do, and kind of heal them from the inside out. So that's what happens during the detox period. Usually when people start our products, they have a small detox period. Some are longer than others. It just kind of depends on the person. But that detox period is really getting rid of all those silicones that are built up onto the hair, and then the products are able to work their magic. The last thing I wanted to talk about was end health. So end health is really important because a lot of times people say like, oh, my hair isn't growing, it doesn't grow at all, and your hair always is growing. Like it may be a slower rate, but it's always growing. Something that can make people think that their hair isn't growing is because their ends are like breaking off like faster than their hair is growing like out of their scalp. So it's really important to keep these buddies nice and healthy. The best way to do that is through our Rejuva beads, which is our split end mender. So what it does is it actually fuses the hair strand. So it doesn't actually mend it. Like once it's split. Like it's not going to be a magic like full hair strand. But what it does is it fuses it together to help protect it. So it can still grow nice and long, but it's still gonna be it's not going to start splitting and actually breaking off. And that usually lasts about 2 to 3 washes. I use my Rejuva beads every single time I wash just because I wait so long in between washes. But I've had really good luck with it. My ends are super nice, and I just got them cut in early October. I don't even know if you can see this, but so that's really important to keep your ends nice and healthy. But once all those 3 areas are taken care of, you'll start to see results for your amazing, shiny, luscious hair. Another ingredient that I just wanted to touch on really quick, it's a plant-based ingredient to stimulate hair growth, and it is called Capixyl. So if you are wanting to regrow your hair, this ingredient can actually be kind of drying, but it's an amazing plant-based hair growth stimulator. But that's gonna help to regrow the hair and then make it nice and long and luscious. Anyway, can you tell I'm like obsessed? Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about today. I hope that you found this video interesting, and if you have any other questions, you can always let me know. I am happy to answer anything. If you are interested in buying anything as well, it's a super easy process. I can get you that hair consultation to make sure we get you exactly what you need to help make your hair nice and beautiful. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys soon.